What's up, everybody? You guys may have seen all the amazing positive headlines today. WWE Raw beats out the Video Music Awards. Even though that's just no feat at all, because MTV's Video Music Awards is really just MTV's Agenda SJW Awards, so nobody watched it. So, yeah, not a big deal. But here's the real big deal. WWE Raw ratings actually sink because, well, as I've been saying, WWE loses about 200,000 viewers, if not 300,000 viewers a year now. Here's last year's episode of Monday Night Raw's rating. It drew a 3.4. That's 3.4 million viewers last year, the night after SummerSlam. Obviously, should be a big night. Should be one of the bigger rated shows of the year. It drew a 3.4 last year. This year, it draws a 3.095. So barely drew 3 million, or a 3 average, post-SummerSlam. The post-SummerSlam show barely drew 3.95. Here's an even weirder number. The second hour last year, when people were probably still trying to give it a chance, by 9 p.m., drew a 3.5. This year, it drew a 2.8, or at least the numbers are weird, but let's go with a 2.9. So you had about 600,000 more people watching the second hour last year than you did this year. So everybody that's saying, wow, how amazing it was, I think the WWE did a great job by creating positive fake spin on a show. You have people coming out saying, finally, a good episode of Raw. What the hell was good about this show? Other than, the very end, if you're a Shield fan, I guess you marked out for that. But the only reason they brought the Shield back was so you all would cheer Roman, and you did. So I don't really understand what's so amazing here. What was good about Raw last night? Triple H's promo about Undertaker, maybe, that we already knew about that match. Maybe because it was a promo that was decent. Maybe you like that. Dolph Ziggler versus Dean was pretty good. And then everything else? What was good about Raw last night? Finally, an awesome episode, people were saying. I mean, finally, an episode that wasn't a 3.2, a 1 out of 10 or a 2 out of 10. I think I gave last night a 4 out of 10. But oh my God, man, the delusion of people is off the page. Why can't you just be happy the Shield's back? Because they're not really back. They're just there to make Roman look good again. Everything is done for Roman. Now, if Roman Reigns and all of them had been on different shows and all of a sudden they reunited somehow, but it was a clear agenda tonight. Finn Balor lost. Finn Balor lost to Roman. Braun couldn't cash in. The Shield shows up. Good idea, I guess, if you want to keep Roman safe. Like you did at WrestleMania, or rather like you did at SummerSlam the night before, when you kept him safe by having Braun come out to distract the crowd from booing him. Very interesting stuff. But the numbers are not good for WWE. Don't let these bogus, fake, stupid, positive spins make you think otherwise. Oh, one of the best Raws of the year and highest rated Raw of the year. Well, the ratings are way down. So it's not hard to beat the other ratings of the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it didn't beat the night after WrestleMania. But it's the second most watched Raw of the year. You know why? Because it's the Raw after the second biggest show of the year. But the real comparison is the fact that last year you had about 300 to 400,000 more viewers than this year. So Raw's ratings are again down as they've been, because this is the year where we had the lowest rated Monday Night Raw ever. I would love to pretend the world is rainbows and candy and money and whatever, but it's just not true. The excitement is false. The numbers don't lie. This year's SummerSlam ratings, post-Raw ratings, were some of the worst of all time. This may have been, that may even be a stat. I don't know. Look it up. What are the worst ratings after a SummerSlam of all time? Right now, their average rating is about a 3.095. What was 2015's ratings? We'll even go back to that. Want to go back to that? We know last year there was 300,000 something more people watching last year than there was this year. But what do the numbers look like from last year? That's a scary thought. Trying to find them, but I don't even know if I can find them. They're so much older. There's probably a website that has all the ratings, marked down. God, the site that I looked up to find it to was, oh my God, it was loaded. There you go, 3.7. So let me spell this out for you. This year, the night after SummerSlam did barely 3. It almost did a 2.9, right? It did 3.095. 3.0. Last year's did a 3.4. 2015 did a 3.7. A 3.75 to be exact. In the third hour, 3.76. You were 300,000 people away from a 4 million watched post SummerSlam show a couple years ago. So the numbers have dropped from 3.7 to 3.5 to 3.4 to 3.0. So if you want to celebrate that, go ahead. But I'm not going to celebrate the delusion. That is a dwindling audience. And mark my words, next year, if something doesn't change, next year's post SummerSlam show, unless they book The Rock or Hulk Hogan or some crazy person to come back and advertise it. By the way, they had Brock Lesnar advertised for this one. Then you can expect a below 3 average watch SummerSlam. Maybe a 2.8, I would assume. 2.9, 2.8. I don't know. The numbers are going down. Just a fact. See you tonight for the Smackdown review, tonight live. If you missed my interview with Felicia Rose, she got kicked out of Raw last night. Some guy was telling the security to suck it. We have all the video and the interview of that in the previous video. It's popping up for you right now. Click on it. See you later. See you after Smackdown tonight. By the way, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Don't miss out on my daily wrestling videos and news and everything else.